From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the New York Jets. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL, but just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Back to throw now on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Corum now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Blake Corum, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Rams will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Jets, nothing.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. 19 wins.
And he'll be taken down right around the 27th. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 4. Paul want to give up the middle. Only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. You talk about this Rams defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
They'll run with Hall. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. The Jets at a disappointing 0-4 through the first month of the year. It's been really a lost first month of the season, that's for sure.
And they still believe they have potential. They still believe they're a good team. But they have to absolutely start showing it right now. 0-4? That doesn't even sound right to them. But let's face it, you are what your record says you are until you break out of it.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Back to throw, Fields. They'll set up the screen for Hall. Down the right sideline. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7.
The game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive. And they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
At the 46-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. There's a short one caught by Johnson. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
They run straight ahead with Corum. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. He's settling in nicely here in the first quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together. So if you're flipping over to the other side line of scrimmage, they've got to be more physical and handle some of these gaps that have been created.
Abanikanda on 1st and 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Israel Abanikanda. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7.
Jets 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Fields tapping it forward. Jet sweep. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Job defensively, thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Now Fields. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now they'll change things up. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Jets' 46-yard line.
Running left, Corum. 20! And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
That looked like a two-deep coverage, which we call cover two. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. Now a play fake here on first down. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And they're going to get it. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Will McDonald gets in there to take him down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses happen their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. They'll set up to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Blake Corum. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Rams have taken the lead. Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Rams 21, Jets 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And different running back, same result as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
Leads to 3rd down and 14.
Gonna need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. So offense moving a little too slow there. Could not get set, and they get the penalty. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Second and a couple. Now it's Fields. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And now off to the races, down the right side. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jets come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Rams 21.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Up the middle, here's Corum. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Blake Corum, his third touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from evening this one up. The extra point splits the uprights. And we are all tied at 28. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. A beautiful fake. And he returns this to the 22.
Their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
A pitch comes to Hall. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Third down and 7.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, here's Fields. And he is caught into space at the 45. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That third down conversion good for 23.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Hall again on second down. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Here's Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. They wind up losing a yard on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
At their own 11-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the momentum just continuing to build and build for them. They had a touchdown, their last drive to tie the game. Now their defense does its job, and Charles, all of a sudden, they've got a chance to capture the lead here.
And we're seeing a really nice exhibition of what coaches love to call complementary football. Offense gets a tie, defense does its job, gets the ball right back, and their teammates now have more. What a nice job they're doing, all doing it together.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got some space here. How about this? And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
That's another Rams first down. It's a gain of 6.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down, maybe later on he won't.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Israel Abanikanda with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Jets 28.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Although a jet sweep to start the drive. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, 65 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 40-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll look to throw again. Now he's going to step up and run. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's second and 10. From the gun, get the corn. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Out of the gun now on third down. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
My high school football coach was very fond of saying, you've got to meet force with force. And on a short yardage running play, that's what you're going to encounter. And how about them picking up the first down on that one?
And he's Breece Hall, 25 yards. And the Jets have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far. But let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too, as evidenced right there.
And I think, Brandon, the fact that they've thrown the ball so well contributed to that touchdown because that was a defense that was really keyed up to cover those receivers. All they wanted to do was blanket them. They didn't have enough men in the box to stop the run, and you saw the end result.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play. Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And they've got a fourth down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Gotta avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Rams first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give it to Corum. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he wisely will throw that one away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Well, this crowd into it now. 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
And the Rams first down.
Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Now 2nd and 4. He's back to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
A big play here. Crowd on their feet. 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Here we go, 1st and goal. They'll run here with Corum. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
2nd and 2. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. They'll try and throw for it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they do not get it. It's incomplete. They went for the win, and the big gamble does not pay off. So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, That's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Jets, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses.